Today's episode of the Podguyz Podcast is brought to you by Pop Figures. They're out there. They're around us. They're suffocating me right now with their coronavirus.
Well, you forgot about our other your other show that you forgot to plug in.
Oh, the Caswell cooking show with Emma?
Yes, yes. Cooking with Tony and Chef Emma. Forgot to push that one.
You know what? I am going to push it. Not to say every day, but you know what? This is our third installment of our cooking show that we do roughly at like 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night. Me and my daughter, Emma, we love cooking together. It's a really cool bonding experience. And it's good for kids to learn and listen and follow instructions and follow recipes, and I think it's great to get them started early.
Yes, in case the economy crashes and the world comes to an end, at least he knows how to do ramen.
At least she can do something.
Ramen. I got ramen.
If the world came to an end, I'm pretty sure the stove won't be working.
Yeah, that's probably true. But you got a fire. You can have a fire.
Yes.
The world exploded. Kitchens lived.
Anyways, I am Tony Kaz, followed by
Sparky.
And on the phone today, we do have Kevin Neary.
Kevin, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Just say hi.
This virus is keeping us away there, man.
It is, man.
Us away.
You know what? It's sad. It's sad. Not the only thing keeping us away, but, you know, it is what it is.
You know, it'd be nice if they had, like, a laser thing so we can see the virus, then it could scare the shit out of us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like those invisible laser things or some kind of, like, dust where you're like, oh, there it is, son of a bitch.
Be blind.
I gotcha!
Be blind, be pointing in her eyes. Blind!
Well, let's start out our fun podcast. Let's talk about... we already got this covered. Then there's some poop. Let's start out here. The Olympics are officially moved to 2021 now.
Yeah.
Sadness, man. You know what? People worked really, really hard to get to the Olympics for 2020. And there is people who overindulge in the performance-enhancing drugs in order to get to that level. But, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's a great move from the Japanese government in order to actually go ahead and move it up an extra year. It'll help with tourism. It'll help with sales, and it'll help with merchandising.
Don't die from a stupid disease.
Well, here's the weird thing with that. There's so much merchandising that comes with the Olympics. And I wish I actually looked it up, the initial figures of how much the Olympics brings in every year. You know.
He's giving you a hint.
Which would be great for Stat Girl to find out for us. What are the initial figures and stats for the Olympics to bring in merchandising every year? But they have video games, they have music, they have famous artists that come out and do the shows worldwide. Well,
the Olympics canceled there, Tony, but there's one event that hasn't canceled because of total disregard of their employees' health, well-being, fans' intelligence level on average. Not completely.
The fans' intelligence level?
I know exactly what he's talking about. Go on, say it. I know
you're Sparky.
I know exactly what you're. I already know you're going to say Wrestlemania. I already know what you're going to say.
Wrestlemania.
Woo!
I gave very subtle clues there. Sparky's like, I got this, man.
I got this one. well, they're doing it. They're doing it in an empty arena, so it's not like they're doing it in front of people.
Oh, so they're just going to stream it online.
It wasn't an empty arena, and it just wasn't the same. It was just really sad.
Yeah.
And
the
story about that, the whole crowd's laughing at you.
And the funny part about it is though, they're making shirts that says WrestleMania. I wasn't there.
Oh yeah. They're gonna kill in merchandising, man. Kill it.
Well, yeah, and do you want initially make $6.5 billion for
Hey,
every
here's
Olympics.
a fun one
And
for
this
you.
one was actually, they were actually going to hit the goal since it was in Japan. It was going to be a big thing.
Oh,
but now
yeah.
Here's a fun one for you. If
What's that, Kev?
If WrestleMania was held and a full arena was allowed to be had, the real winner would be the Undertaker.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa.
I mean, all those
Occupation.
Whoa, that's a dark joke.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, but
And he would still be undefeated, right, Sparky?
he'd be like 35,000-0.
Yeah, there's no there's no return.
Yeah,
So,
no,
how much do people make generally in advertising or merchandising for?
I think she
the
said
Olympics?
6 point something billion.
6.5 billion, usually, like,
Give or
when
take.
they had, like,
Yeah.
50% coming from people being there.
Oh yeah.
And then the other 50% off, like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
like,
yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, let's be honest. Like the
Oh,
Japanese,
well,
Japanese
you know
Olympics.
you know what that means, don't you? So then it's going to be fighting over where to send 6.5 billion now, cover for the Olympics. Got to give them some money so they can pay for all that stuff.
I mean, I think Japan can take care of themselves. Usually
Yeah,
try to
they do
pick-
pretty well.
They try to pick places where they're actually not going to screw up, like the United States did.
Well, I mean, look at Brazil.
Yeah.
Jesus. They built those substandard buildings that like crumbled when people actually stepped on them.
And they still made a good chunk of change.
They made great money. My God, here, let's make paper mache buildings. This will go over great.
No worse than that Italian engineer with the whole Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, so it leans a little bit. Pay me my money.
It's still standing.
Look, you can
Tony,
go like
is
this
the
to
last time we
it.
hired your cousin with, right, we're just going to keep it. We're keeping it this way. We tried to get our money back, and they punched us in the arm really hard. So, the end on that one.
Yeah, that always works out
Barbarians,
great.
Stay up north. We'll lose that shit.
Well, you know what the Japanese though, like the Japanese always make an excellent product. As far as building wise, they don't even have to use nails. They would just chop in like little wooden blocks into it, and they'd make everything like a Tetris block.
Oh, it's sort of like the Allen wrench.
Oh yeah,
Well, you know.
I forget the name of the
That's
style that they
Japanese
call
direct.
that, but they have like pagodas and ancient Chinese and Japanese temples and stuff like that, where not even a nail was used. It was just all little wooden pieces that were like tapped into the wood.
Tony, you're not insulting the Japanese people enough unless you say everything in a slur.
Oh, I saw me. Kung flu to you.
The people of Japan and
No. You know what? They're
the only
excellent. They're excellent engineers. They have excellent math skills.
I heard they're very racist too.
Very racist. Yeah.
Very racist.
Yeah,
I mean,
very.
Yeah.
Japanese culture is the best culture over every other culture.
Like I heard it goes
They're the
Japanese.
smartest.
I heard it goes Japanese, Polacks from Georgia. Those Georgia Polish man. They're
Those
crazy.
Georgia Polish people, they know how to make a pierogi.
Yeah. See if it works. Okay. Stop it. I'm
Boom.
human. Whatever.
Hey, speaking of Georgia Polacks, right? It's going to be a great segue into our next story.
Oh boy.
We're going to go into famous terrible alcohol collaborations through history.
That's the worst.
You know what, man? I posted this awesome thing on Facebook. It was a story about how Pabst Blue Ribbon is making a collaboration with coffee. With coffee, number one. I'm not saying that it's selling anything, but
Are they actually mixing Pabst Blue Ribbon with coffee? Is there like a
no,
coffee beverage?
it's a coffee beverage with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's what I said too. So I sent Kevin on a little escapade down the rabbit hole, and I said, Kevin, what could you find that would be an amazing collaboration through history that failed so badly that it was such a bad idea that they even came out with it.
I already got one. I'm going to say it.
Go for it, brother.
Too bad Joe Pole's not watching, because he'd say an Irish car bomb no matter what.
That shite is delicious.
As Joe Pole says, never again, though. Never again.
Never again.
A week later,
Yeah.
Come on, Joe, have an Irish car bomb, okay? Worst thing in history.
Jaeger bomb, car bomb. Oh man, what was the other bomb? There's another bomb too. Oh shoot.
The 3 wide.
Anything that involves an energy drink with liquor, they just name the liquor and then say bomb.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. It
Peach
was
bomb,
horrible.
Apple bomb, cherry bomb.
Anyways, continue on, Kevin. Let's hear this.
So there's some liquors out there and some beers. These are some beers that didn't go correct. Unless you want to hear the liquors too, we might go over both. But this is the
Start with the beer.
One it's called. Start with the beer.
Yeah.
This one, it's called Snake's Venom.
Ooh.
Okay, Snake's Venom. Now, it sounds pretty potent, and it did break a record for the world's most potent beer. So it's like the scientists got together there one day, and they said, well, it seems that the alcohol seems to get everybody. Let's do a lot of that idea.
A lot of the alcohol, like all the alcohol, and we'll
Now
put it
it's
all. We'll put it all in the beer.
Now, it's clocked in at 21% alcohol per volume. I'm not sure if you know what that, how to really describe that so much.
So in other words, an 8-ounce can was. In other words, an 8-ounce can was. We'll say
21%.
What 2 ounces of that can was about was alcohol.
If your go-kart runs out of gasoline, you can use this shit.
No.
It's like turpentine in a can.
It's not enough. It was close
It
to being.
contains 67.5% alcohol.
Oh yeah,
21% by volume, so 67.5%.
dude, that's like vodka in a can.
Proof.
That's flammable.
Yeah,
It is flammable.
That's flammable,
It will
yeah.
start your car. It's probably one of the worst ideas to ever be done with beer ever around.
It's almost like moonshine. What'd they do? Distill it a couple times?
oh yeah, dude, that's like not even to say like that's like Steel Reserve, because Steel Reserve is still
Cheapest beer around.
the cheapest beer around, but I want to see it's in the 12% range, like not even in a 22.
Only place in the world you could buy a case for under $10. Still,
That's true. That is true. But
This one right here is pretty nice too. I mean, this is pretty intense. So if you have an audience right now that is a little squirmish, you might want to tell them to leave the room or.
now let's do it, brother. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So this one's called The End of History. 50% beer, 50% ABV alcohol by volume. Beer released in 2010. It's sold at an absurd price of $765. Now, the reason it's sold at $765 is because it's the only beer sold in dead animals. They had taxidermied a lot of animals, thrown their beer.
Did it come in a squirrel?
They fermented the beer inside the animal, didn't they, or something like that?
No, they got the bottle. They got the bottle in there, and what would be like your normal beer cozy is a full taxidermied squirrel and or otter.
I have seen that one.
Eyeballs and
Yes.
everything.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen of it. And crazy expensive beer. Crazy
Yeah, only
expensive.
12 bottles were made before the man's wife said, "We need a divorce." Hal.
I'm sorry, would you like an otter?
Honey, you don't understand my art. This isn't art. This is just terrible. All of it.
Every single one of them. They're so bad. Oh, yeah, let's say this puffer fish. Honey, I think that's going to be about... No, this is going to go over great. All right, let's stick to softer, cuddlier animals. We'll stick with the ferrets, the squirrels, the bunnies.
The seagull wine. They stuff it into a dead seagull.
Yeah, seagull wine. There you
Seagull
go.
wine. I love seagulls.
Yeah. You would drink from a seagull's mouth?
Yes.
A dead seagull's mouth?
Yes, I talk to them when I go to the beach, so.
Didn't you do a bunch of movies
Okay.
back